And we're recording. Yeah, we're recording. We're recording. I didn't see no like movement for a second. I was like, okay, are we recording? No, we're recording.
So we're recording?
We are live.
Okay, that's good to know.
Hi, my name's Alex.
I'm William.
This is Sometimes Crypto, the Unscripted Crypto Podcast.
Look at this guy. Did the full thing on his own. He's a big shot.
You see, the thing is, every time we say it differently. So I was like, let's
He's a big shot now.
spice it up.
Go for it.
I'll let you introduce me next time.
This is William. That's Alex.
That's Alex over there on the other side. All right, so let the people know what we're talking about today, William.
Today, it's a scripted, somewhat unscripted podcast. We want to touch two specific topics, really: exchanges and wallets.
Wallets and exchanges.
What? The latter.
The
latter. I don't know what you're about to say right now. The latter.
Yeah. So if you guys don't have a wallet set up, or if you never bought Bitcoin or crypto,
I feel like you need the exchange first.
yeah, you kind of the exchange is a good way to get to buy it.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, you can set up the wallet first, but
I think it's both.
yeah,
Actually, you can set up the exchange first because it takes like a day to verify.
or you can just set up a wallet and receive payments.
What do you mean?
You don't
Like just have it set to receive?
Yeah, just create a wallet and then
Yeah, but you can
accept.
Yeah, you can.
You could accept it, and then once you got funds in the wallet. All right, so let's start with the wallet.
That's fine. It doesn't either way.
So, wallet. There's the main function of a wallet is to store crypto assets, digital assets, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, and the whole sorts of things.
It stores digital assets.
Digital assets.
At this point in time, of all sorts, and wallets will continue to be updated to fit any new asset that is generated or created along the road in this Web3 world we're going to live in at some point.
Yep. Wallets are pretty interesting because they're very important, and there's a lot of them. There's different types of wallets out there. The main thing that I feel like people typically don't realize is that wallets are just an address in which the blockchain will point to be like, oh, the crypto is located here. People could store it. People have proof of their wallet through what we call a seed phrase. These seed phrases vary in length from 12, 24 characters. And there's a bigger one also, 32 characters long. Actually, I don't know, it's 32. I might be wrong on that one. 12 and 24. Then there's more. With that seed phrase, you will have access to that wallet anywhere you're at. There are also differences in between physical wallets and software wallets. The main difference being that physical wallets are a little bit more secure because they keep your seed phrase separated from any internet connection. So setting them up are actually pretty easy. We will probably be talking about that a little bit later. Is there anything specific that you want to talk about in terms of wallets?
So I was going to say, to set up a wallet like through voice is going to be a little difficult. I was going to say we should create a wallet, like make a post showing up how to set up a wallet, just a screen record, have like $10 worth of BTC there and post it. Leave the wallet as is. We just don't use the wallet and be like, whoever gets it, and gets like $10 worth of Bitcoin.
That's actually pretty interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be fun?
Be like, yeah, just
And what's $10?
Just gotta download it. Yeah. I think it might be better if we make like 10 wallets or 5 wallets with $2.
Why?
If we get 5 people getting with a crypto wallet versus 1 person.
Nah, I rather get 10 than 2.
10 than 2?
Yeah, because then we have to post the wallets.
I see what you
Like
mean.
this wallet,
I see.
I
we just
said
do
10.
we do one
because it's gonna be the full video.
There's gonna
and
be
it's
one
have the
full.
seed phrase
Yeah,
out,
I see.
and they're gonna be able to just if they whoever gets it first gets it.
Yeah.
The only thing I will say that if this does happen, you'll just we're back again from our little test
Okay, so
because we have to make sure.
we had a
We're
little
gonna
hiccup.
explain to you exactly what happened now.
We had a little hiccup, and that was a big hiccup. All right, but before we get on to that, we're gonna leave that for the end. We're gonna leave that for the end
Why would I do that?
because we have very important things. Okay, once you find this wallet address and you get in there, move whatever you find inside there to another wallet.
Oh, we're talking about that?
Yes, that's what we were talking about. That's what we stopped off. That's what we
Okay.
stopped. Because the thing is, this key is going to be public information. The access to this wallet, anyone could just go inside to that wallet.
Anyone will have access to the wallet.
Yeah, so it's not a good wallet. Don't use this wallet.
It's just meant for you to take whatever is in there.
Take it. Just take it.
Take it, keep it, make it yours.
Put it in somewhere in another wallet.
Essentially.
Tag us. Tag us when you do this.
Yes.
Like,
No, you have to tag us. I was gonna make that part of the post. I was gonna be like, you have to tag us and let us know.
I mean, please.
No.
All right, so
I will screenshot your wallet address, post it, and be like, I see you.
we're gonna track you.
I'm gonna track you. You better post it.
Oh,
Jokes. I'm not going through that effort. I have to re-record this podcast first.
I have this tension in the back of my head.
Oh my god, dude.
Like it's just too funny.
Everyone's like, what's going on?
What's going on? What's going on?
I'll tell you a very brief intro. We went through the entire podcast, explained everything, and then when we go to double check it, nothing was saved.
It was all gone.
It was all gone.
Oh my god.
So we're gonna do it one more time. I think this one will do a little better than the first one since we're so fresh. Do you remember if we've already started talking about anything? No, right?
No, we're gonna start talking about wallets.
Right now, wallets. There's two types of wallets: cold and hot. Cold storage, hot wallet. Hot wallet lives on a device. It's always connected to the internet. Always has access. Cold wallet does not have access at any time. Only when you authorize the transaction or confirm the transaction, like you said, right?
Yeah. So cold storage wallets are they store the keys to your wallet, the seed phrase, offline. There's like an air gap to it. It's typically on a device, on like a physical device.
It looks like a USB.
Yeah, it looks like a USB. You connect it to the device, the computer, and it will pretty much sign whatever transaction that you're trying to do for that specific wallet whenever you're trying to do it. Versus the hot wallets, the hot wallet seed phrases are typically for wallets that are connected to the my bad. The wallets itself are typically connected to the internet quite often. People use hot wallets for like day-to-day transactions typically.
Yeah. Storing your NFTs if you're moving them and using them, or you're staking them, stuff like that.
While cold storage is used more so for, well,
Cold storage, like I says, well, keep it
it's like
keep
a
it away,
like
keep
a
it
savings account,
safety deposit box.
safety deposit box is what
That's
you-
like the example I literally use. It's a safety deposit box.
in the episode that was not.
That in the episode that was not exactly. Oh, this just caused a really funny side note, a really funny tangent. I just remembered. So, Andrew Schultz, when he had Alex Jones on the first time, it was posted on YouTube, and it was then removed and deleted from YouTube.
But he never
But
saved
they
it.
themselves didn't save it. The saved file was like
Yeah,
not good,
it was bad. Yeah.
and they lost that episode.
I remember Schultz talking about that one time.
So,
There's something similar to happen.
not the exact same thing, but it was just a funny thing I maybe remember.
It was bad.
Which, if you don't know who this man is, I recommend check him out. Andrew Schultz.
Andrew
If
Schultz.
you don't know who he is, I recommend
Yeah, funny guy. All right.
YouTube him.
So
Back on topic.
wallets. There's a handful of wallets. I asked. Okay, I remember what I asked you. I was asking you, what was your first wallet?
You did ask me what my first wallet was. I said, I don't remember what I said exactly.
It doesn't have to be exact.
I know it doesn't, but it's so funny.
There's a new
Like,
episode.
So I kind of said my first time buying crypto was on Robinhood, and then from there I opened up a Coinbase account. From there I opened up my Coinbase wallet to buy my first NFT. Then from there I also have MetaMask wallet, a Phantom wallet with Solana in it.
Yeah. So
Each wallet I use for specific cases, because that's I think the way wallets are properly used. Each one is meant to do something specific,
Yeah.
or for
So
the most part, they're treated like that.
yeah. So he mentions how he had a Coinbase wallet, MetaMask, and Phantom. Those three specific wallets. Well, MetaMask and Phantom are made specifically
For native
for
currencies,
certain, yeah, for the specific,
right?
yeah,
For
for native,
specific
yeah, native currency. Like they're native to a specific currency.
or protocol, or
Yeah.
however you want to say it.
So essentially, MetaMask is best suited for
ETH
Ethereum.
and ETH NFTs,
Yeah, anything that's on the
anything Ethereum related.
platform.
Wow,
Phantom is
Sol base. It's meant for anything Sol. It makes literally the easiest way of staking I've ever seen.
Tether has their own wallets. I don't know them, but no,
I don't use them. I've heard their hard wallets are good
yeah,
for cold storage. They're like
not Trezor. Tezos. Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I heard that. I was like,
yeah. Tezos. I said Trezor. Yeah.
I thought that you were talking about the
Tezos, the coin, has their own like wallet.
the one
also,
wallet as
their
well.
own native
I think Ada is like working on something. Maybe not a wallet, but like some applications for wallets.
probably. I don't know. So one thing that's very important with the wallets, which is what we said as we got interrupted due to technical issues, is the keys. The keys are very important. If you lose access to your keys, you lose access to your wallet. Done and done. Done and dusted. Like that's it. Gone for. You want to keep them in a very safe place because although you might not lose access to your keys, to your wallet itself, you could still lose access to your funds due to the fact that if someone else finds your keys,
They still have access.
they
to the
have
wallet.
access to your wallet
Correct.
now.
The seed phrase is everything. If you lose that, you lost the wallet. Essentially, there's nothing you can do to prevent them, right? Or unless you recreate the seed phrase, right?
So
Or recovery.
essentially that becomes if you lose your seed phrase, your wallet becomes compromised. Someone else could use it. It's one seed phrase per wallet. It's just
There's no way of like changing the seed phrase.
I think you would have to change like the protocol that it's on. Like yeah, so I I don't think I've mentioned this yet. Seed phrases have different lengths. 12 24. 12, 24. There might be another amount. I don't remember what it is, but I know some seed phrases are either 12, 24 characters long, words long. So I do know that there's like different ways of like if you're using a certain type of chain, you could change it to a longer or maybe even a shorter seed phrase.
Interesting.
So, yeah. But yeah, once someone else has access to those keys, like your wallet essentially becomes compromised. You need to go into like damage control type of situation.
Yeah.
Wallets are vast. There's various options over there. Just probably too many options. Your wallet is the main way that you would interact with
Your
dApps,
digital assets.
digital assets and decentralized applications. Anything crypto based, you're probably using.
Yeah, you need to connect the wallet. Mandatory.
You're using a wallet to use it. If you're going for the full crypto,
Yeah, no, wallet is mandatory. You can't connect anything if it's not a wallet. You
absolutely.
can't connect it from an exchange. You have to use a wallet at all times to verify anything on NFT basis. Your wallet is your
Identity.
is your identity because it's showing where the NFT went. That's all that matters, especially when you use it in that application.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's pretty much like the main reason why I downloaded my first wallet, because like you, I downloaded Robinhood first and got into Bitcoin because I think Bitcoin was the only one they sold. But either way, I bought it. I was like, oh, this seems like a good investment. I want to put some money in there. And when I realized really that you could trade cryptos like quite
When you
easily,
realize there was more to it than
Yeah.
just a trading value.
I was like, okay, well, I want to be able to move this. And I couldn't do that on Robinhood.
You can't move it.
At the time, we couldn't. You can do it
Oh
now.
yeah, you can now, but at that time you couldn't. Now you're able to send crypto in and out.
Yeah. So at the time, I just when I decided, I was like, okay, let me sell my assets. Let me sell my crypto assets on Robinhood and rebuy on an exchange. I bought on Coinbase and moved it to a wallet. Exchanges. What is an exchange?
You need to slow down.
Oh, I need to slow down.
You're running through this. It's been 10 minutes. I understand it's late, but you gotta slow down.
You guys slow. You guys slow
It's been
down.
12 minutes and you just finished wallet, and it took us 20 to get out of it the first time.
Oh no, I don't remember what we.
You don't
talked
have
about.
to remember. You just told me not to remember. So you need to do the exact same
I
thing.
suppose you're right. I suppose you're right.
Yeah, this guy's over here rushing through it.
All right, it's
Gave notes and attitudes.
it's not my
What's
fault.
a
I just don't
like?
know.
What's the custodial? What's
I
non-custodial?
don't know what. Okay, so did we talk? We did.
We did talk about, but we didn't this time.
Wallets. You're right. You're right. You're right. All right.
So you have to go over it again.
All right. So yes.
Yes, take some water.
Yeah. All right. So wallets, like we said, it's very important to have your keys and make sure they're safe. That is in the case that you're using a non-custodial wallet. Non-custodial wallet is essentially saying that someone else is not taking care of your keys. You are the person taking care of the keys. There's this phrase in the crypto community saying, if it's not your keys, it's not your coin. If it's a custodial wallet, you open yourself up to some risks in which whatever party is taking custody of your keys, they might be able to do something with your assets that you might not necessarily agree with. Typically, that's found in more user-friendly type of wallets where they might ask you to get in via email and password versus keys. I don't know of any custodial wallets actually.
I was about to say, I'm like, I don't know any emails, any wallet. I don't think for any wallet you sign into, it's just that. I'm not sure though.
For custodial wallets, for sure. I just don't.
Like,
They're just rare because if you're using a wallet, like in this case, Robinhood now, since they allow trading, they're kind of a they're kind of
they're custodial.
They're definitely custodial because they don't give you keys.
Yeah, they're custodial. If they're considered a wallet because there's no converting aspect to it versus there's no to trade the way it's going on. Similar to how we do it, like on Coinbase, you just convert it to whatever you want. You don't have to sell it to them buy something. I think on Robinhood you might have to sell.
Yeah, so on Robinhood, there's no like conversion.
Yeah, you have to sell. You can't
You
just
can't
switch it
change
for one.
Bitcoin to Ethereum. You need to change.
You need to sell
Bitcoin
the asset.
Yeah, you need to sell the asset for US dollar value, and then buy
Buy-
back another crypto asset.
Yes.
Okay. So for something like that, you would need a login.
Yeah,
Some-
for that one's just log in with your email and password.
Like I said, I don't know of many non-custodial wallet. I mean, many custodial wallet.
A wallet that is the key phrase is handled by someone else they just
Mhm.
signed into.
I typically see that more in exchanges.
That is typically exchanges.
Yeah, exchanges are typically.
There's one. There was one.
Uh-huh.
Celsius.
Yeah.
Celsius originally was an exchange because it had way higher fees.
Yeah. It's not. It wasn't used as an exchange. It was
used more as a
typically
wallet.
used as like some type of cold storage wallet to a degree.
Staking wallet, like a
like a
semi DeFi. Because
yeah.
they're trying to.
It's like DeFi, but not
Not really.
it's
not decentralized. I don't mean it because of decentralized. I mean
yeah.
they're trying to do electronical finance, because they were loan out money and do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But now
Now they don't even let you change anything.
they're kind of going through bankruptcy. I wish FTX would buy them out, like how Voyager got bought out by FTX for $1.3 billion or some change.
FTX bought out Voyager.
Yeah.
FTX probably won't buy Celsius then. They just bought out another company.
Or buys them all.
Binance?
Maybe. As long as one of them buys it for fair market value and I get my full BTC back or whatever is left of it.
All right, so you heard it. Someone needs to bail out Celsius. Save the masses.
Save the masses. Dude, I read a report that in Celsius there's like an $80 million whale that had.
No way.
Yeah.
That guy is
He might be bad.
yeah,
He might be a little mad.
He's definitely mad.
Yeah.
He probably hired a lawyer. He'd be like, look, I got
Yeah, he has real money.
I got big money over here.
I
Like,
got 80 mil.
yeah, like half of it's yours, probably. You make sure I get it back.
If you make sure I can get all of it,
Whatever.
I'll give you 20 of it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wild.
And they have a stupid amount of money.
That is absolutely wild.
But that is that, and that's why they're not safe because of those things. They can, since they are centralized, they're controlled by U.S. regulations. And well, that was their fault actually, because they over leveraged their own positions,
Hmm. Yeah.
which doesn't happen in a. Well, I'm not gonna say it doesn't happen. That can happen anywhere, even if it's a smart contract. If it over leveraged itself somehow.
Yeah, that could happen. That could very easily happen in some smart contracts. Bad investments are bad investments. There's no way around that.
Exactly.
There's no way around a bad investment.
All right, we could go into exchanges now. Now you're allowed to.
I actually, before I do that,
This
just because of my paranoia, I'm gonna do a quick stop.
No, you're not. You're going to do another stop.
A quick stop. Like no one would even notice.
Oh my God. Okay, stop it.
Like it's
No,
that simple. It's
is
that simple. No, like that's it.
If he says so.
Peace of mind.
Okay, if he has peace of
Alright.
mind though.
All right, so exchanges. It's a good time. I think now it's actually a good time just to go into the exchanges. Thank you for slowing me down a little
This
bit.
guy was out of breath. If he was a stand-up,
I would.
he would have ran through his
You know-
first 10 minutes of,
you know-
of material in the first 5 seconds
Okay,
of
so
the
this,
show.
this actually reminds me of a childhood memory of mine. I was in middle school doing
I thought I heard criminal. I was like, when were you a criminal?
childhood memory. When I was in middle school, I had to do this presentation for my science class, and I'm like learning PowerPoint, so I put the slides on a timer. So I was like, I'm not gonna touch the keyboard. I'm just gonna let the thing slide. I'm just gonna go with it. I didn't time myself. I just kind of put like a couple seconds per slide. And then I realized later I had no idea how long each slide. Like I really didn't know like how to feel out the time for the slides. And I was like, okay. I literally pulled a Busta Rhymes.
That what just happened to you right there is everything I tell you every day. You like jumping steps.
I literally pulled a Busta Rhymes.
You love jumping
Everyone
ahead of yourself.
like I remember sitting back down and the guy who was sitting next to me was like, bro, you were spitting fire.
This guy's hilarious.
Okay, so remember how I said I put the timer so I didn't have to click the keyboard? Actually, I had to end up clicking the keyboard because like the timer was just too slow. Because I got nervous. I was like, okay, I don't know how much time it is. I gotta say this before the timer is up and the next slide shows up. And I just finished way before the timer was even close to being like before the next slide showed up. So I was just
So you had to do it like regular.
I just had to no. I did it on regular, but like on 3 times speed because I was like, I got this heat of the wall of the timer just right behind me, and then I also just doing it, like pressing the next slide button. It was bad. No.
You love jumping ahead of yourself.
That was bad. That was
I'm not gonna test it out first, how fast it takes me usually to do it. I'm just gonna put a timer and do that.
I was like, yeah, this sounds like a good amount of time. Like I might have tested out 1 or 2 slides.
No, you didn't.
Like
Stop
1 or
it.
2
You didn't
slides.
test it out.
But I didn't practice it. This is the thing. I didn't practice
You
it.
probably read at a normal pace. You're like, this is enough,
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
and you did it once.
I did it. That's exactly what I did. I'm telling you, that's exactly what I did. And then I was like, this makes sense. And I was like, oh yeah, that's not. I learn by trial and error sometimes.
I'm letting everyone
what
know.
can I tell you?
I hope he's gotten a little better than that.
What can I tell you? I am getting better. It's a constant practice. All right. So exchanges. There's a variety of exchanges. They're very, very prevalent. It's typically the first way people get into crypto. Robinhood is one of them. I'd say. Coinbase, FTX.
We
Binance.
labeled them, or labeling this time.
No, I'm saying a couple of them now as examples.
OK Coin is an exchange.
OK Coin, yeah, KuCoin. There's literally Pancake Swap, Uniswap. There's so many of them.
So many.
An exchange is a platform that allows individuals to be able to trade
Assets.
digital assets. Specifically, want to talk about digital assets. You're just saying
But exchanges are anything where you trade assets. You have the stock exchange. You're just trading assets in an exchange.
Yeah. Yeah. This is sometimes crypto, so we're gonna be
I
focusing.
understand that. I understand sometimes crypto. You like telling me your words matter. You know what I mean?
All right.
Because you
So,
take me so
so serious.
so serious.
So literal.
This guy.
So
You labeled two different types of exchanges though.
yes. So there are centralized exchanges, and then there's decentralized exchanges. The centralized exchanges are, for the most part, non-custodial, where they hold your keys and take care of everything on the back end. They make a profit from, as they serve as like middlemen, and they make a profit from transaction fees. Whenever someone wants to sell or buy or just take out money from their platform. An example is Coinbase. It's like the go-to, I feel. Pretty big company. Have you heard of it?
I literally said that already, that I use Coinbase. You seem nervous, my G. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're spitting just information to the microphone. You need to talk to the microphone.
Just spitting facts.
I didn't say facts. You're just speaking at it. I need you to talk with it.
Nah, I'm giving some information.
You're just spitting information. Why is he doing it? If there was video in his room and the video camera and the camera saw him what he just did to that microphone, we would be canceled.
I didn't do anything
We
to
would
the
be canceled
microphone. What are you
because of it.
talking about?
Whatever he just did to that microphone, we will be canceled because
I
stop
literally-
looking at the time.
I literally looked at the microphone.
You're the first one who said to re-record right now.
This it had to be done. It had to be
Stop
done.
looking at the time. This guy has
Alright,
me.
so
anxious.
I don't remember if I said this the last time actually. But the centralized exchanges typically work on what's called a order book system. So people would place orders on the platform, be like, "Oh, I want to sell X amount of this at this price, or I want to buy X amount of this at this price," and then they pretty much the exchange would match the buyer and the seller who was closest and to like ordering
To the
price.
amount.
Yeah, and then just charge a little commission fee, a little commission trading fee right there.
So I'm assuming I've never used a decentralized exchange, but there has to be like you have to put a range in which you want to buy the asset at, right?
A decentralized exchange?
Yes. Or you put a specific price because I don't. It's hard to feel you can't buy a specific price.
So you could put it at specific prices. It's just going to be fixed there. You got to wait until someone offers to buy, someone's willing to pay that price for that asset.
Okay.
Yeah, because with centralized exchanges, there's like this. They don't do this like. It's not like done by hand. This is like a little algorithm that would match the buyer and the seller together.
Yes, obviously.
The main difference with centralized exchanges versus their counterpart of decentralized exchange is that decentralized exchange is peer-to-peer directly. Like through the protocol itself, you're just going to be trading from one wallet, from your wallet, to the other person's wallet.
Versus on the centralized exchanges, everyone using this specific application.
Yeah, so there's like on the back end, in-house ledger that Coinbase or whatever
Exchange it may be
whatever exchange uses. Essentially they'll be like, okay, this person has this much in their wallet, this person has this much, like associated to that individual.
Yeah, but then they have their own amount and they go, okay, this person is requesting 3 Bitcoins at X price. What's the current market? Oh, it could be fulfilled. It fulfills it automatic.
Exactly.
That's an algorithm.
That's an algorithm that does it.
Obviously not a person.
Versus with decentralized exchanges, it's a smart contract. It also has some type of algorithms, but
it can take longer to post orders.
It might be a little bit slower than centralized exchanges for a variety of reasons. One of the benefits, so actually, I do want to say there's pros and cons to both of them. That's why they both exist, because there's different use cases. Some people might like one thing over the other, and Well, it's just so many varieties within those.
Yeah, there's too much to keep track of.
There's a lot. Like okay, so there's centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges, but then also within centralized exchanges or within decentralized exchanges, there's also different like competitors or different like markets within those.
Mm.
So everyone has their own way of functioning. Everyone has their own protocols and like how business is done on that like system. So if you're interested in doing something like this and getting involved in some type of exchange, do your research, look into them, be like, okay, what are some headaches that people typically go through, um, and whatnot. Likely, what's likely going to happen if you haven't. Okay, so this was what's likely going to happen. You're either going to do one of these next two things. You're going to download an app from your phone. The app is either going to be a wallet or an exchange. It doesn't really matter which one. It's probably going to be one of those two. The only difference is if you download a wallet, you're going to be the true owner of absolutely nothing because you don't have any assets inside that wallet. You would need to just use the address the wallet address to receive coins onto that address from someone that you're maybe providing a service to, or you would have to. Option two would be download an exchange application, sign up with the exchange, and buy some assets. Physically buy it, like with fiat, and then
Use your fiat to buy the asset itself.
and then you would have to change that currency if you want to put it into a wallet that is definitively custodial. You would have to move it. So if you go with the exchange route, there's a very good chance that the first exchange you're gonna get downloaded is gonna be a centralized exchange. The first interaction with this exchange will be a centralized exchange, typically because of the fact that they are very easy to use, very user friendly.
Yeah, easy interface versus the other one, versus a decentralized one requires more
A little bit of more technical skill.
technical skills and not using fiat. You already have to have crypto.
Yeah, yeah. So like that's one of the drawbacks of the decentralized exchanges. The fact that a decentralized exchange
Yeah,
typically only works.
you would have already had to have convert at least one time fiat into crypto to then be able to trade more of your crypto to other.
You would have to have crypto. It's decentralized exchanges are mostly crypto to crypto, not fiat to crypto or crypto to fiat.
Mhm.
That's one of the downsides of the decentralized exchanges. Because early users typically want to buy or sell for cash dollar difference. There's what I like about the crypto market is it's very I don't want to say complex, diverse. There's a lot of opportunities there, and there's different like trading pairs that can make profits. So it's important to make sure that if you're going to use a decentralized exchange, you already have some crypto in a wallet. Because decentralized exchanges, since they are peer-to-peer, they work directly with the wallet. So essentially what would happen is you would get your wallet and connect to a decentralized application. A smart contract of sorts, directly with your wallet. You wouldn't be working with a middleman, such as any of the centralized exchanges. So which we talked about user-friendly user interface for centralized exchanges,
Yep.
and some of the cons of like decentralized exchanges, specifically that it's like crypto to crypto. What would you like to cover? More pros of them?
I don't know.
All right. So one thing that I know for sure is very that you can do for centralized exchanges that you cannot do with decentralized exchanges is the leveraging thing. Um, Essentially, with centralized exchanges, since they are the owners of their like funds, they might be there might be a couple of them willing to lend you money for the opportunity of making more money.
Doesn't KuCoin do that? Lend with ETH or something? The smart contracts?
Does KuCoin let you do borrow money, leverage?
Or they sold it? They sold theirs. I didn't. One used to do that. Like he would sell his contracts. Like
You know what? I don't know if KuCoin does it. I haven't been on KuCoin in a minute, if I'm being honest.
I haven't used KuCoin. Celsius, not an exchange, more of a wallet, was one of the providers of like that type of not really DeFi because it really wasn't decentralized finance. More so, they were providing loans and like opportunities to borrow with your crypto.
Yeah.
Obviously over collateralized, but you got something, you're able to exchange it for USD or whatever you need at that point in time.
Yeah. So Celsius is. Would you consider Celsius was
It's a custodial wallet.
like a custodial wallet because
store the
it's
keys.
too expensive to trade on Celsius.
Yeah, it was
There's
never.
better options. Yeah, I don't see a lending like leveraging thing here on KuCoin. I do see P2P earn. They have a trading bot apparently.
I would click on the earn.
And conversions. This looks like staking. Yeah, this looks like staking.
No. Never mind then.
Right. Yeah, so since decentralized exchanges work off of like crypto assets that are within the exchange itself, they don't typically do lending. Unless you do the over collateralized, there's probably some type of smart contract out there that you can over collateralize and borrow some money.
Mm-hmm.
But that's over collateralized. That's not like being lent something. There's no like credit score to that. So
There's no
That-
credit
that's
score in
why-
crypto because there's no way of.
exactly.
As of right now, they
As
haven't
of-
found
yeah,
a way
as of
to
yet.
do it.
Which is why that's only available for centralized exchanges.
I haven't seen a centralized exchange do that either.
I haven't seen any, but
No, not like the way you're explaining it. Not without it being over collateralized.
not without it being over collateralized,
Yeah.
like Celsius. Because
So this is over collateralized. Nexo that we played with for a while also was over collateralized. Coinbase is also over collateralized when they were starting to do it too. And I don't know
It's
if
all
any,
over-collateralized?
right now I don't see of any yet because there's no way of keeping the asset.
like
Like now there's no second-hand bureaus or agencies to keep track of or make sure that is happening. If I am sound very far away, I was very far from my microphone for a good solid
this guy did a quick
for a good solid amount of time. I apologize. I talk loud half the time, so there might not be too. It might sound better further away actually.
You did a quick grab and pull for the mic. It's like
I was like,
He's
damn,
like,
that
"Oh,
was really far.
it's like this is looking a little distant.
And then Alex never at one point went, "Hey, the microphone,
You know,
put it up to your." Not once.
I didn't even notice. I'm gonna be honest.
This guy.
I'm gonna be honest. Centralized exchanges do have some downsides. One thing that I know we didn't actually cover on the episode that did not happen was that centralized exchanges are very prone or have a high risk of being hacked, or they're big targets for
Decentralized?
no centralized exchanges. Since everyone knows, oh, these exchanges have big funds associated to them, just do some good phishing or some good snooping, you might be able to get access to one of their wallets that has an enormous amount of
Yeah, but I
funds
feel like that's what any of them.
with any of the centralized exchanges.
Any exchange.
Decentralized exchanges are typically, this comes with the issue of the liquidity thing. And since there's decentralized exchanges are much smaller as of right now, they're less likely to be.
Because they're not
Because they're not
worth a
huge.
wild
Yeah,
target. I'm
yeah.
saying the more popular an exchange becomes, the more I think those have more points of failure.
Yeah, as soon as if there's more funds associated to it, expect a bigger target on your back.
Yeah.
typically a
Yeah, but isn't that
good
why
rule of
like
thumb.
Coinbase and all these people pay some of those people the big bucks to make sure
Yeah, absolutely. No, their security team's on point.
it's a couple million, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of assets?
Yeah,
I don't think they want that going anywhere.
yeah, definitely not.
That'd be a big headache to
So there was this one exchange called Mount Gox, apparently.
Mount Cox?
Gox.
Gluck Gluck?
GOX.
3,000?
Gox.
I don't know none.
Which when I saw this, I was like, this is an insane amount of Bitcoin. It was 850,000 Bitcoin
What?
that they got lost. Yeah.
850,000?
Yeah.
What? How much? What is that? How many billions?
Billions today's day is insane.
It's 850,000? I'm gonna do that math. Price of BTC, I'm putting it at 20K. Jesus. 17 billion.
Yeah.
Right? I said that right? I'm not stupid.
17 billion. Mm-hmm.
I know how to math sometimes. My major is working out.
Yeah.
I'm glad it paid off to some degree.
Yeah. Well, apparently they said they got hacked. I don't.
$17 billion. If that's
That's today's date. That happened in 2014.
oh,
Yeah.
well, the hack is now at today's date $17 billion. Oh, at that point in time it was probably a lot less.
So actually, I'm reading now and I see that
It wasn't hacked?
no, it was 25,000 Bitcoin,
Dog.
400,000 at the time, up from 478 accounts.
This guy really changed the number.
Yeah, completely different number. Completely different.
Never
number.
mind any of those numbers that were just given. Ignore all of them. Please disregard.
Yeah, I don't know. My notes were a little sloppy for that one. For that
Hey,
one.
it's okay. Shoot got shoot though, baby. You got this. I believe in you.
Look, this is round 2 of the same episode that it's not going the same way. Not the same way.
He's not as excited as he once was for the other one.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I was like, damn, that was so smooth. That was so good.
Now, this one's rough.
This-
This one feels like sandpaper on butt cheeks. Imagine if you just went to the bathroom and this is sandpaper and you have to
Oh
wipe.
my God.
This is what he's. I feel him. I can relate. I'm glad you were having laughs now. I hope this is worth. I hope someone listens to me like that's funny though.
Look. If there's anything I can say from this episode is that I hope you get pleasure from the torment that I'm getting right now.
He's so upset, guys.
Because last episode was a banger. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like, it was a fucking banger.
So I say we just call it and we'll just tell them what happened exactly.
Just call it exact. Tell them exactly what
Look,
happened.
guys, exchanges or wallets are very important. They all have both decentralized, centralized. I'm a believer that you have to use all of it. Everything's be a necessity. Everything has a specific use case. Be aware of all scams, everything that's going on. We haven't brought it up because we forgot. Next podcast is a security/safety podcast. You know, we're gonna be touching what I see you looking around.
I'm looking at my notes and I was like, we could still talk about it a little bit.
Well, what?
We could still talk about like exchanges. Look, I'm suffering, but we can still pull this through. We can still be like, look. The thing is, with decentralized exchanges, they're more private.
I feel like we just went all over the place for this side. Though.
They're more private.
I just feel like this is all over the place, and it's so irritating.
All right, look. Okay, so I think this is what we should do. Just call it an episode. Be like, look, we're gonna recover this.
Because it was a shit show.
Down the line. Yeah, no, it's just this is bad. This is so bad. This is so bad. I hope I could look at this again and just start laughing and be like, damn. Poor them.
Straight shit show.
Poor them. Poor William and Alex who I think the funny part is that earlier in the recording that we had to like restart beforehand, the second restart of this episode, we go, oh, it's not all shits and giggles, like it's sometimes just some headaches. No. We thought we had a little bit of a headache. Now it's more. All right.
I don't think it's funnier. I tell him every podcast to check everything, and somehow,
something always goes wrong.
Something has to go wrong.
Something always goes wrong.
First, it just stopped recording. Okay, we'll just continue from where we left off. No, we finished recording
A full episode.
full episode after that.
Mind you, that you saw where a stop happened. It was like early, like around 7 minute mark.
Yeah.
So we recorded a whole like 50 minutes after that.
I was there standing, we were talking, breaking down what was going on, what our plans. And I look, the line went from wiggly as the recording and went straight flat. And he goes, oh.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you mean, oh?
I didn't say I just looked at my computer with a very bad face. He's like, you're making
To me, it said, oh. And my heart went, oh. And I was standing over that desk. I go, why is that line flat? It had things. He goes, there's no sound.
The episode died. The episode literally flatlined.
I was like, no.
All right, look. The only thing I can say for sure is this is a blessing in disguise. You, as a viewer, will see this episode. You're going to be like, damn.
You're going to be lost and confused because I'm lost and confused.
You're going to be like, damn, this wasn't the best one. At least from our perspective right now, it's not the best one. You might think otherwise, actually.
If you didn't listen to this one, I'm okay. It hurts me less than the other one. Because I also brought up how the other episode 5 didn't do as hot in the first week as the other ones, and then we thought this one's gonna do super fucking banger.
Like, I'm telling you, like
we were like, this one's gonna do good.
The amount of excitement I had for the last episode,
it just went away.
Was like it was ripped away.
Like the minute he told me to re-record, I feel like I'm like, we are gonna re-record it right now. I don't want to talk about anything we just talked about. And he looks at me and goes, "We have to." I'm like, I don't want to. This is really.
It was cool. All right. Well, we're gonna talk about this again.
No, we're not. I'm not talking about this again.
This next time.
We're not talking about exchanges or wallets until there's a really brand new exchange that goes popping. We're not touching this topic.
We're gonna bring a guest on.
Okay, I'll do it with a guest. If we can bring a guest on, I'll talk.
And we'll just ask some questions. We'll let them.
So, we said we're gonna bring in. Oh, you see, there was a tangent here.
There was a good tangent.
Look, guys, if you are still listening, thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. Alex said that we're gonna make a developer series.
Yes.
He said it once a month. I told him you're crazy. It can maybe get there, not right now. But it is an interesting idea that we threw that was brought up in the last episode. We should just call this one the last episode.
The last episode.
We should just call this the last episode.
The last episode.
Because
you know what? Yeah, I'll do it. And then the replay would be like wallets and exchanges.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is going to be called the last episode. Last episode. You said to do a developer series, bring on developers from different backgrounds,
different projects,
like, everything, so that we can ask questions to you, like, what are they doing? Yeah. What constraints, what bottlenecks do they see?
Yeah. So we've been going to a couple of crypto events here and there, here in Miami.
Stop it.
And the people be asking, they're like, "Oh, when can I?" They're like, "When can
I get on?" And we're like, "We need a mic. We'll get there."
They're like, "You plan on having guests over, right?" We're like, "Yeah, of course. Like, we would love.
We have a long list of guests.
We would love to have you on.
We have a long list of guests. Guest scene will become more. What is it? There'll be more requirements for guests.
Oh, okay.
At some point in the future, maybe depending. How many guests we have?
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe not. Maybe it just gets easier. Maybe we get more guests.
Yeah.
Maybe we get guest to guest hosts.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know either, but it was just funny to say.
That did sound a little funny. All right. I did. Oh, we also mentioned that there's going to be a pretty big update coming up soon. Announcement.
We didn't say update. Big announcement.
An announcement. We didn't say what it was, though.
No, we didn't.
Because that's then it.
No, we didn't say. We're not going to say. We're just leaving it there. All right. So I say we give a quick recap. You see those 10 minutes you did? I need 5 minutes for each exchanges and wallets. Go.
Okay. So I'll start with the wallets. Wallets are where you would store your digital assets. Easy to download on any application. You could get it either on your phone or as a
hard wallet, cold storage,
as an exchange, as an extension on your browser.
What?
An extension on your browser.
What do you mean?
So
you're talking about wallet extensions.
Yeah, like a wallet extension. How you would access it. Either be an app on your phone, an extension on your wallet, or some type of software. There's a difference between hot wallets, cold wallets. A cold wallet is typically stores your keys offline and you don't really touch it. It doesn't touch any other application. You just pretty much send stuff in just to keep it in there.
Things go in and very few times do things go out.
Very few times.
Hot wallets meant more for day-to-day use when you're trading cryptos every day, or you end of trading day, you put it there, you have NFTs, you're staking, you're doing all that, that's where they would end up being. The quickest way, the easiest access to use, you'll probably have it on the web extension and the app, or maybe just a web extension. It really depends on what you're using. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Crypto gets easier once you start using it.
Yes, there's a little bit of a learning curve. That learning curve is just
Time and patience.
get in there, do it.
And do it more than once. Because every time you create a new wallet, you'll be like, oh, this makes sense.
Yeah,
Or this gets easier.
Yeah, once you create your third wallet, you're gonna be like,
Once you create 4 wallets, you're a master at that point. You become pro.
You're an absolute pro. Like you're a pro at wallet creation. It's not hard. It's just
It's easier to set up a wallet than exchange.
yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Like actually, people typically start with exchanges because they are the easiest way to get some crypto. Straightforward.
It's the only way to get crypto immediately.
Immediately. Yeah. Unless you're trading some labor for some pay.
Exactly. Unless you're
or selling a product or something. It's just I'm buying someone's crypto. I'm willing to buy your crypto right now. And exchange pretty much lets you trade some digital assets.
Think about like stock market. You want to buy Tesla, you just go buy Tesla.
Yep. Just go
on
buy.
Robinhood.
Because someone's selling it. You just know that they're selling it on that platform.
On that, exactly. Same idea. Like Coinbase has their own exchanges, their own 4,000
Like an
cryptos
order
that are
book.
being traded between people and everyone else. Just like every other exchange has their own pools. Well, their own resources that they're using
Absolutely.
to support
So
and provide infrastructure for their
there are
exchanges.
two different types of exchanges. There's centralized exchanges and
I just covered decentralized.
Decentralized.
I just
Yeah.
talked about centralized.
yeah. So there's centralized exchanges, decentralized exchanges. Typical pro of decentralized exchanges is that it's peer to peer. Therefore, it allows for more privacy and overall lower transaction costs. One of the issues with decentralized exchanges is that since they're more difficult to use or not as intuitive, you do need to have a little bit more of crypto experience or like technical knowledge. There is typically less liquidity in those, therefore making it either harder or slower to do transactions on them. That means that
Your order to be fulfilled may take longer.
Yeah.
Because there's not someone at that same point in time providing liquidity at that range that you're looking at or at those prices that you're currently looking at.
Absolutely. Overall, like I said, peer to peer, more private, lower transactions cost. There are some issues that there are workarounds
you
being
said lower
fixed.
transaction costs?
Yeah,
Who has lower transaction costs?
decentralized exchanges.
Decentralized?
Decentralized exchanges.
Don't they have a higher market cap because it's a closed market? It's a
lower
smaller
transactions cost because you're
but higher market costs per the asset itself.
yes, since there's less liquidity, the overall
Some markets
assets
are sold at a higher premium.
yeah, there might be a little higher premium. The premium also comes because of the fact that there is less KYC. So since there's more privacy, since you don't
It doesn't matter how it's coming from. It's
KYC actually has something to do with it.
no, it doesn't.
Of course, people are willing to pay for privacy.
I don't agree with that statement.
People absolutely are willing to pay for privacy. Well, why do you think people pay for VPNs?
Yeah.
Privacy.
I'm talking about specifically for the. I don't think they're paying for the privacy in that aspect because it's still on chain. So whoever knows enough could still follow that.
There's always like auditing that can be done,
Yeah,
but
I think it's just a higher cost because it's a smaller market and it's sort of a higher premium.
I will get some more experience on decentralized exchanges. We'll talk about this on the next run through.
Don't hold them to that. I don't know if there's another run through. If it's not with someone who knows, I ain't doing this again. I already put myself through torture.
The torture.
This is a torture.
This is the second time we go through this episode.
This is actually 3 times. We had a practice run just like this one.
We didn't have a practice run.
But maybe now that we didn't have a practice run of exchanges.
No, you're absolutely right.
All right,
yeah,
then.
you're
So
absolutely
this is
right.
the 3rd time we do this podcast. Each time has been very different. The second one was the best one.
The second one was the best one. The second one was the last episode. But
This is the last episode.
this is the last episode. All right.
But yeah, they do have everything has their pros and they are more private, like you were saying.
Yep. Centralized
'cause
exchanges.
they don't hold
Yeah,
KYCs.
exactly. Centralized exchanges. You need KYC to get in there. They're pretty self-explanatory in terms of
So I guess I'll
usability.
give you the information where you said the KYC is the why is might be more
Privacy.
the privacy aspect of it. Because if there's a data breach, they do have more of your physical information
Yeah.
versus on the other one, they don't have that. They only have your wallet.
You're only yeah,
Which
yeah,
that
so
is
like,
true.
Yeah, so like a centralized exchange, if they get hacked for maybe just their list of user emails,
They have your email.
now they know who
They
they
can
could
throw a
target.
phishing scan. No, that is
Exactly.
true. I will give you that. I can admit defeat on that one.
Okay, I wasn't trying to go that way.
But I said you were wrong, right? And
Yeah,
I
you
had to
did,
say
you did.
I
Thank
was
you,
wrong.
thank you.
If I say you're wrong, I then had to realize when I'm wrong.
All right.
This guy.
Decentralized exchanges typically work off of smart contracts.
Yes, and cryptos are crypto only.
And yeah, crypto.
I feel like you said that earlier.
I did
on.
say
don't
that,
remember if you
but
said
that's
no.
what this is a recap. A little quick recap. But so we hope you found this episode somewhat
Entertaining.
entertaining.
What's the time on it?
We're at 56 minutes.
We made back up time pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't expecting to reach 56 minutes so fast.
I wasn't either. I'm gonna apologize again
I still
for
enjoyed.
technical difficulties.
Yeah, I still enjoyed the last episode to the max.
Yeah, wait. The first time with this, I got confused. Sorry.
Both.
So the title.
Follow us on Instagram.
Yes, we did say we had to do that. But I was gonna say the title before we go into that. I feel
Okay,
like, we just
before the outro. Before the outro.
before the outro. I was gonna say on Instagram for the post name on their post itself. Just we're gonna have the post itself be the last episode, exchanges and wallets, and then the title for the podcast would just be the last episode.
The last episode. Yeah, for the post we'll put exchange wallets so people know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
But then
the last episode.
the last episode.
So the people who listen,
It'd be like,
no, and also please, we're probably most likely gonna post that video, showing everyone how to set up a wallet.
yes.
There will most likely be some sort of crypto in there.
Yeah, there.
Well, we're not gonna specify because we don't know what it is.
Yeah,
yet.
we don't know what it is. It could be anything.
It could be anything at this point. You might get a shitcoin.
You might.
And by when I say shitcoin, I mean like Shiba Inu. Not like I meant like Shiba Inu. Like a true shitcoin.
That's funny. Follow us on our social media.
It should be in the description.
On the description of the pod. Yes.
It should be in the description of the pod.
Yes.
All of our socials, the pod social.
Yeah.
Please follow.
Sometimes
Stay in
crypto.
touch.
And-
I was gonna say to stay in touch.
Yeah. Stay in touch. Give us feedback. We love feedback. Give us a
I'm
rating.
trying to do the outro fast again. You need to connect with the freaking audience members, bro. Jesus.
I'm just saying. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
but
things.
you're rushing again now.
I'm just saying the things.
You need a chill pill, my dog. You need to relax. Now we're rifting. We're
Okay.
rifting. No, I'm kidding.
What do you mean?
It means you're just going back and forth. You're having a convo.
I see.
There is no script now.
It's unscripted.
It's the Unscripted Crypto Podcast.
This is facts.
Nah, that's all we have to say. Please follow.
We said that already.
Please like. It doesn't matter.
All right. So our social media platform only follows mine's and his account. If there's any other one,
Which I doubt there will be.
probably not. Yeah, there might not be, but
Not yet, anyways.
yeah. So you click the link below. There's a good chance. No, don't do that. Sometimes crypto.
What?
Sometimes crypto on Instagram.
Are you okay there, buddy?
No, because I was gonna say click the link below, but like someone might just like insert HTML, like change the link below.
They can't change our link.
There's ways of changing.
You can change the link from there.
Yeah. There's no 100% certainty in which like the fact that like it's less likely. But
Nah.
I
You
promise.
can edit the link. Wait. You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
edit link from
Yeah.
the podcast post.
Yes, this is gonna go in next episode. We're gonna talk about
If
security.
this
We're gonna talk about security?
We are gonna talk about security. If this can happen, I want it to not be able to happen.
Yeah. All right. Me too. All right.
No, there's
Catch
no
you,
me too.
catch you in the next one
This guy. We'll catch you next week. It's been another week.
of Sometimes Crypto.
The Unscripted Crypto Podcast.
Thank you for listening.
Bye bye.